Hey everyone, it's Richard Metal Fan here, bringing you guys a long-awaited music collection update video. I haven't done one of these in about 3 months. I think the last one I did was probably right before my birthday, and I bought a lot of stuff in the last few months, kind of more than I did before. I'm just gonna blow through it all. I have a stack of vinyls about, whoop, be careful that these don't fall off. They're about this thick. I have like a stack of CDs right here. Here I only have a couple cassette tapes, and I actually have a lot of music DVDs. For some reason, I've been getting into a lot of like music DVDs lately. But yeah, let's just get started. I'm gonna start with the cassettes since I only have 4 to showcase right here. First 2 are from the same band, and they're one of my favorite bands, and I'm friends with these guys. And that'd be, I got 2 cassettes from Carnifex. We got probably Die Without Hope. It's a cassette tape. I actually got these 2 from Nuclear Blast Records, their web store online. Yeah, the Die Without Hope, which is a purple cassette. And this was one of my favorite albums of 2014. I thought this was probably one of the best Carnifex albums to date. And with every album, probably since Hell Chose Me, they've gotten a lot more death metal and even have some like black metal influences as well. Same thing with one of my favorite albums from 2016, Slow Death, which this album is fucking great. And this cassette is a red tape, and that's pretty awesome. Next one is a very rare one. I never thought I would own this. I actually got this from a seller from Discogs from the UK. He was selling this, and it's a demo tape from another one of my favorite bands. And as obviously, never thought I would ever own this. It cost me a little bit, but thanks to when I got my tax return, I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll buy it. And that'd be Cradle of Filth's Total Fucking Darkness demo tape. And as you can see it is also signed by Dani Filth, which is awesome. Still one of this has like the most rawest form of Cradle of Filth. Like they've had like a little black metal, but I know Cradle of Filth also goes between like black metal and extreme metal, even gothic metal at times. But yeah. And the last tape to show you guys is from, of course, one of the bands from Atlanta death metal scene, and this is their new album. That'd be Monumental Ruin by Malformity. They actually got this. They were doing a little merch sale thing at a little beer place in Decatur, Georgia, and I decided to go to get some stuff, and this was a silver tape, which is awesome. And I also have like a shirt of it and a CD, which I'll showcase in just a little bit. And then we get now we're on to the DVDs. I'll just scoot the tapes aside. First off, I got 3 from the same band, and they're one of my favorite bands ever. And that we got Behemoth. I have one of their DVDs called Live Eschaton: The Art of Rebellion. I think this came out in 2002, I believe, which has a live concert, and some like other music videos and interviews and stuff. And then another DVD I have of theirs is Crush Fuck Create Requiem for Generation Armageddon. This one came out in 2005, which has some another, like I said, live concerts, the music videos for As Above So Below and Christian Still Lions, and the second one has a documentary, and it's a 2-disc right here. And their most recent DVD they last put out in 2010, which is Evangelia Heretica, and it's a 3-disc thing. Which let's see. The first disc has 2 concerts from Warsaw, Poland in 2009, and Paris, France, 2008. And the second one has some documentaries and music videos, and the third one is actually an audio CD from the concert of Warsaw 2009. So yeah, and of course I love Behemoth. They're one of my favorite bands. Another one of my favorite bands coming up I want to show you guys, and that'd be of course one of my favorite death metal band that needs no introduction. We got Cannibal Corpse. I have Monolith of Death Tour 96-97, which just has some live stuff and some it's just mostly live stuff, and they also have like interviews with the band and everything. Next up I have is Live Cannibalism, one of the Cannibal Corpse's best live DVDs. Is has also has the music videos for Devoured by Vermin and Sentenced to Burn. It also has like interview footage, and probably one of the best like documentaries in death metal is the Centuries of Torment DVD. I don't know why I've put it off for so long, but I'm glad to finally own this. This one has like just like a documentary as well as some live videos and some bonus stuff, and it's a 3-disc DVD. I mean, it's already up on Metal Blade Records YouTube channel, but I guess this is cool to actually have a physical copy. Next up, we got Chimera, the Dehumanizing Process. This one, well, it has just the DVD with it, but I got this from the seller. The second CD was supposed to have The Present Darkness, but it didn't come with it. It just, all it had was the DVD, so I kind of feel a little bit ripped off. But if anybody's actually has The Present Darkness EP or something, just let me know, because I would like to have it. Anyway, moving on to next 4 DVDs are another one of my favorite bands ever. As I mentioned, I got their rare tape. I got Cradle of Filth. We got Pandemonium. I can never pronounce it. This DVD, which actually is like the music video for their first song ever, not their first song, their first ever video for the song From the Cradle to Enslave, as well as like behind the scenes shit. And it's kind of interesting, like these guys are like freaking hilarious, and it's just a fun DVD to watch, to see like their band's sense of humor. And the next one I got from an auction on eBay, I got Heavy Left-Handed and Candid, and as you can see, it is signed by some of the band members. I think it's Danny Filth, Paul Allender, Adrian Erlandson, Dave Pubis, and I'm not sure whose signature is that. If anybody knows, just leave a comment below in the video and let me know. But yeah, this one has a live concert, and as well as some music videos and another documentary. And next one I have is a Mannequin DVD single, which has I think some of the music videos for Promise of Fever, Mannequin, Babylon AD, and also has some bonus features as well. And then their most recent DVD, or the last DVD ever put out, was back in 2005, which is Peace Through Superior Firepower. And I think this is a pretty great album. They was like right around the way they were touring for Nymphetamine, which in my opinion is one of my favorite Cradle of Filth albums. And I think it's a really great DVD, and I really wish they would put out a new one. Anyway, next up I have, in my opinion, one of the most underrated metalcore bands ever. We got God Forbid, their DVD called Beneath the Scars of Glory and Progression, which has a live concert from New Jersey. See, this is from 2007, and it also has like a documentary, some bonus stuff, and even music videos. I mean, this is kind of dated. It's from 2008, so you know, it doesn't really talk about their whole history, but it's pretty cool. Next one I got Set the World Ablaze by Killswitch Engage. One of the best live concerts I've seen from the band. This was back when they had Howard Jones as vocalist, and I honestly wish he was still in the band. I mean, I've seen Killswitch Engage a lot. I only saw him once with Killswitch Engage back when they were playing the Mayhem Festival in 2009, and that was great seeing Howard then. He puts a lot of emotion to it. I'm not saying like Jesse does, but yeah, and also has all the music videos they had up to this point, since this came out in 2005. And then also has some interviews with the band and everything. And next couple are from another one of my favorite bands. That'd be Lamb of God. We got Terror and Habri, which has some live songs from 2003 and also has like some interviews and stuff. Then we get to probably one of my favorite live concerts. We have Philadelphia. This came out in 2005, but they had a headlining show that they did back in fall of 2004, right when Ashes of the Wake was released. And also has some interviews and outtakes and stuff. And then we have Walk With Me in Hell, which basically is like the documentary. It's sort of like talking about the whole Sacrament touring cycle. Next, then we got Machine Head Elegies, which is a live concert from 2004. It also has documentary and stuff. And then next up I have Slayer, World at the Warfield, which is a live concert from 2003. And then probably one of my favorite Slayer concerts I have is Still Raining, which they filmed this back in this was 2004 or so, and they actually played their album Rain and Blood, probably my second favorite album of all time. They played it in its entirety. And it's pretty cool and I love this. I'll showcase this, like the inner thing. It has like the band members covered in blood, because after they played Rain and Blood, they had like blood like raining from the stage on top of them. And I think this was like taken right after the fact. And so yeah, that was pretty cool. Next DVD I have is Subliminal Inside the Nine by Slipknot. This has just footage from 2004 or 5, right around the time when they put out Volume 3 to Subliminal Verses, which is right around the time when I first got into the band. I've pretty much been like them since. It also has some music videos for Duality, Vermilion, and Vermilion Part 2 before I get in the Nameless. It also has some interviews with the band. And this one I thought was pretty cool. I got this from a seller from Australia on eBay, and I thought this was cool to get, which is Sicknesses. And as you can see, it is signed by some of the members. I think it was Clown, Corey Taylor, Jim, Chris, and Sid, I believe. This was a live concert video from Download Festival in 2009, and it also has some music videos for Psychosocial, Dead Memories, Sulfur, and Snuff. And they also dedicated this to Paul Gray, their fallen bass player, who died before the DVD came out. And they had like a little message right here, so rest in peace, Paul Gray, we miss you. And next one is another underrated metalcore band, which is 36 Crazy Fists, their DVD Underneath the Northern Sky, which has some live stuff and some other shit. Yeah, very underrated band. They're from metalcore from Alaska. You should check them out. Yeah, and then now we're on to the vinyls. This is gonna be the big chunk, so I'll try to like blow through it all. Next one I have is from one of my favorite bands and front buddies with these guys. That'd be the Acacia Strain. I have their one little experiment release called It Comes in Waves, and it's a gatefold right here, and it says, "Our only sins was giving them names," which is actually each word is actually the name of the songs that are on this. In the back is a picture of the band, and this vinyl is a orange, this cool looking one, and I was actually bummed because they're playing in Nashville. They're playing 2 nights. They're playing this in entirety as well as their album Wormwood, but tickets are sold out for that, and I really want to go see that. So if anybody's from Nashville is going there or wants to sell me a ticket, just let me know for both nights. Then of course we have one of my favorite albums from last year. We have a Slow Decay, and it's a gatefold, and this vinyl is if I can get this out. And this one it's a pretty cool one. It's this cool looking one. Like, goddamn. Like, I swear, I think the boys just continue to evolve with every album. Let's just get that in there. Next, then we have, and I'm probably gonna lose some subscribers, and y'all give me shit for this. But in all honesty, I liked this album when I was a teenager. Not so much. I don't really like their newer stuff, but some of their stuff is decent. I'll dig it. That'd be Stand Up and Scream by Asking Alexandria. Yeah, I know I'm probably gonna get downvoted and unsubscribed and stuff, but it's a solid album. And then this vinyl is a bluish marble vinyl. That'd be pretty cool. So yeah, I probably lost like a few hundred subs, so bye. But anyway, I should redeem myself with these next few. We got Frail Words Collapse by As I Lay Dying, another solid metalcore album. And this vinyl, it's a kind of like a whitish yellow splattery vinyl. It's hard to tell from the lighting, but it's a pretty cool album. But yeah, I kind of like some As I Lay Dying. I know people are gonna give me shit with the whole Tim Lambesis thing, which I'm not gonna get into in this video. Anyway, next up we got Beartooth Disease. This was their last album they put out in 2018, and it's a gatefold. And this vinyl, I want to say, is it's just a simple black vinyl. I don't need to showcase that. Next up, I have the Godfathers, or the band, the ones that started it all. When it comes to this style of music, heavy metal. We got Sabbath Bloody Sabbath by Black Sabbath. I think this is a reissue from 2015 through Sanctuary Media Records. And it's a gatefold with the band, and I think it's just a simple black vinyl. Anyway, next one is the second ever only 10-inch vinyl I've ever bought in my collection, and it's the only release that will be from this band. And of course I have the new Bodom After Midnight EP, Paint the Sky with Blood. It's only a 3-song demo. It's the last music we'll ever hear from Alexi Laiho, rest in peace. And this one is a little gold vinyl. And it's really solid. I think I think Alexi left behind some really great music, and it's so sad this will be the last we'll ever hear from him. Get that back in there. Next up, we have just a nostalgic album for me. We have the Ember by Breaking Benjamin. I should say nostalgic band because I loved these guys when I was in middle school. This is their most recent album they put out in 2018. And here's a gatefold with the band playing, and it's just a simple black vinyl. Next up, we have one of my favorite albums of this year to come out, and I'm pretty sure YouTube's probably gonna flag this video for if I show the album cover, but I don't give a fuck. We have the new Cannibal Corpse album, Violence Unimagined. Ugh, this album artwork is just sick, and the vinyl right here is a kind of a beer with blood splatter. It's awesome. Some vinyl. Cannibal Corpse can do no wrong. It's like 15 albums in, and this is the heaviest they've sounded to date. Anyway, next up, another classic death metal album I had to have, Leprosy by Death. I just need some more death metal, and I think this one's a simple black vinyl. Next up, I have a classic new metal or alternative metal album, whatever genre you want to put it as. We have White Pony by the Deftones. It's just a really amazing album. It's hard to believe this album is over 20 years old. And it's I think it's a simple black vinyl. Yeah, and I'm actually going to see them in September with Gojira. So if any Georgia peeps are going to be there, just come say hi. It'll be at Chastain Park Amphitheater. I've never been there, so yeah. Next few are all from the same band. This one I actually saw, it was a re-release from Dead Serious, which is a thing label in Germany. They pressed this one, and I was looking hard for this, and I thought I would never own it. And then we have a Zombie EP by Devil Wears Prada, one of the best more modern metalcore releases to come out in the last decade. And this one I got in, it is a clear with green splatter vinyl, and it's still a sick album. And I've heard they're the sequel to it, Z2. I'm still waiting for my CD and vinyl to come in the mail, so hopefully I won't have to wait an eternity for it. Another Devil Wears Prada released album I have is a 818. I think this one is this one's just another simple black vinyl. Don't need to showcase that. Then I have their Space EP, which is sick. And here's the gatefold with the band members playing. And this one I believe is this cool one. It's like clear, purple, and vanilla, which is frick interesting. And let me put it in there. Sometimes putting vinyls back in the sleeves is a pain in the ass. Anyway, come on, get the fuck in there. There, I'm sorry. Sorry guys, I'm trying not to fumble around. Anyway, I'll put that back in there. Then next up, we're breaking away from metal. We have the rap vinyl. No, this is like the first rap vinyl I actually own. It's a classic. Heck, I had to have it. You can't go wrong here. And it's the Marshall Mathers LP by Eminem. What can I say? I feel like Eminem for me is like he's one of those few rappers that never sucked, and it's just a classic album. I mean, I keep saying I mean a lot in my videos. I need to stop that, but this album is classic. Has The Real Slim Shady, Kill You, Stan, The Way I Am. Classic. If you haven't listened to this album, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Moving on, we have Every Time I Die from Parts Unknown. This vinyl is a simple black vinyl. Next new 2021 album I've gotten is the new Evil album, Hell Unleashed. First album in 8 years, and they had a little lineup change. They had their guitarist Old Drake is now their vocalist now. This vinyl is a black vinyl. It's a great album, great comeback album, and it's a gatefold. Like, damn, this is some really sick artwork. Next up, I have a Gatecreeper with a Deserted, one of the best modern death metal bands I've heard. This one is a this cool looking vinyl. And then I got another Gatecreeper album, An Unexpected Reality. And this vinyl, it's a kind of a weird looking one. God damn, it's just fucking awesome. And Gatecreeper can do no wrong. And I got Gideon, Out of Control. This one is it's simple black vinyl. And I have the new Gojira album, Fortitude. And it's a pretty solid album. It doesn't compare it to like their first few albums. And this one is a simple black vinyl. Next up, I have Ingested, The Level Above Human. And this vinyl is a red vinyl. You got Issues, Beautiful Oblivion, Gotta Show Atlanta Love. This vinyl is a simple black vinyl. And then I have to have some classic metal right here. I got Stained Class by Judas Priest. And then Ram It Down, simple black. And then we got a classic new metal album, or not classic new metal band, but this was their more recent album, one of their last album they put out in 2016, which is The Serenity of Suffering by Korn. I just think it's a really great album. One of my favorites for 2016, believe it or not. Now, I thought this was probably their best album they've done since Follow the Leader or Issues. And I like their song Rotting in Vain and A Different World featuring Corey Taylor from Slipknot. And this is it's a simple black vinyl. And then I have their latest album, The Nothing, which I thought was a pretty solid album. I mean, I have this, but for some reason I don't even own this on CD, and I need to at some point. And the vinyl, it's I think, hang on, if I can get this, it's a white vinyl, which I don't think there's really any Korn vinyls with colored that are colored. If anybody knows of any, let me know. No, hang on, let me put it back in there. Next up, I have Ashes of the Wake by Lamb of God. Classic album. It's just a simple black vinyl. Then I have Let Live, Fake History. Just a classic post-hardcore album. It's a gatefold with the lyrics. And the vinyl is simple black. This came out 10 years ago, which is crazy. Next up, I gotten this from a seller from the Metal and Core Collectors group, and I'm kind of pissed that the sleeve is kind of, well, I heard the seller said that he had a fucking piece of shit dog that chewed some of the corners, but the vinyl itself is cool, and it's Hikari by Ocean's 8 Alaska, and as you can see, it is signed by the band, even like their old vocalist, Jake Noakes, since now he's left, and now their old vocalist, James Harrison, is back. And this vinyl is a simple black. No, it's simple. Well, no, wait, I should showcase this. It's simple black, but also has edges of their part of white. So yeah, it's a solid album, but I've always liked their debut and stuff. Next up, Pantera, Vulgar Display of Power. I had to get this classic Pantera album, but this one I got as a reissue that came out. Doesn't say, but this one I have. This one is a kind of like a marble-ish vinyl. Well, I think, yeah, it doesn't say what year this was, but I think this is a reissue. And we'll put that back in there. Anyway, we got Rush, Moving Pictures, classic album. Rush, they could do no wrong. Next one I have is, in my opinion, my holy grail in my collection. I got this from a seller on eBay. I was just scrolling around for the hell of it. I saw this, and luckily this was right around the time when I got my tax return. If I hadn't gotten my tax return, I wouldn't have bought this. This cost me quite a bit of money, like over $600, but it was worth it. I have the first Slipknot album on vinyl, but not just any one. This is actually, I believe, an OG press from 1999, and as you can see, it is signed by the original 9 members. Whereas signed by Joey, Paul, rest in peace, Jim, Craig, Corey, Chris, Mick, Sid, and Clown. And that's it. This vinyl is a green looking vinyl, and yeah, this is still one of a great album. Like, mostly anything good that Slipknot has, like those first 2 albums. But yeah, but some of their more recent stuff is solid, although their latest album I thought was but their previous album I thought was really good. 0.5 The Great Chapter. I got this from a seller on eBay, some guy from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Yeah, he was selling this, and it is signed by Corey, V-Man, Chris, Sid, and Jay Weinberg. It's a 2 LP, and this vinyl is a this cool looking one. It's a kind of like a marble-ish looking vinyl. If I can get that back in there. Next up, I got more modern metalcore right here. I have Tracing Back Roots by We Came as Romans. And we got, then this vinyl is it's Simple Black vinyl. Oh, and then their most recent album, we have Cold Like War, which came out in 2017. This was the last album with Cal Pavone, may he rest in peace. And this vinyl is this kind of looking vinyl, which is pretty fucking awesome. And then I got the new While She Sleeps album, Sleep Society. I think it's a pretty great album. I think the UK has some great metalcore, like While She Sleeps, Bury Tomorrow, Ocean's 8 Alaska, and then this vinyl, it's a kind of like a glow-in-the-dark clear vinyl or something. I don't know. It just looks pretty awesome, and it has some great songs like the Sleep Society. And also has like the most interesting song is they have a No Defeat for the Brave, which features Derek Whibley from Sum 41, which I thought was kind of interesting song. Come on, get the fuck. Sorry, so I'm trying to get this back in here. Sometimes putting the vinyls is a pain in the dick. You know what? Fuck it, I'll just set it aside. And the last vinyl to showcase is Within Destruction, their album Death Wish, and this vinyl is a great this cool looking one. I actually got this from my buddy Danny as like a birthday gift. So Danny, if you're by any chance watching this, thanks, man. Anyway, last thing to show you guys the CDs, so I'll try to blow through these all. We have Belphegor, Necrodamian's Terathian. I actually got this at a CD warehouse in Marietta. There was a reissue. I believe this came out in 2000. This was a reissue they put out last year. And I have, of course, Bodom After Midnight, Paint the Sky with Blood. the only release from this band that we'll ever get from this band. Last stuff with Alexi Lehio, like I mentioned with the vinyl. Rest in peace. And I have the Browning Hypernova. These next two are from the same band, and I recently got to this one not too long ago. I saw somebody post about it, and I went checked them out, and I saw these two CDs at a CD warehouse. And that'd be the band Burning Witches. They're a all-female band from Switzerland. This is their one album, Hexenhammer, which I believe has the guitarist who is now playing with Sonia. Now she's now in Crypta. And then there was like they had their old singer Serena, and then their last album they put out last year, which was Dance with the Devil, where they had a new singer and forget her name. Let me look. Yeah, Laura. But yeah, I think both vocalists are good in their own way. Okay, so yeah, cool to own these. Anyway, next up, I actually got this thanks to my buddy Scott from Carnifex. He hooked me up with this one, which is their self-titled EP they put out in 2006. This was when they were signed to us. I believe they were signed to Enclave Records, and you could tell this is old because this had a MySpace link. Yeah, and it's cool. It's cool to finally have like some rare OG shit. I told Scott this on Instagram. We both follow each other, and he was like, "Yo, dude, I got this today. Thank you." And he's like, "Yeah." So, and I'm also gonna see them in Nashville in a few weeks. So at the end, so if anybody that is going to Nashville, I'll see you all there, and also see them in Atlanta with Black Dahlia Murder and After the Burial in September. So hope to see you all there. Next up, I got new Cannibal Corpse album, Violence Unimagined. This was the censored artwork or something. Well, it had the uncensored one, but it's a slip cover, which actually has another artwork right here. Next two CDs from the same band, and it took me a while to finally own something from this band. I don't know why it took me so long, but I'm glad to own something from them. That'd be the band Demotional from Gothenburg, Sweden. I have one of their releases called Discovery, and their new album they put out called Scandinavian Aftermath. And as you can see, the band actually had signed it, which I thought was pretty awesome. Let me see. I just need their first two albums. I pretty much would have everything from them. Anyway, moving on, I got the new Eminem album, Music to Be Murdered By, AB Deluxe Edition, which actually has 2 discs. It's Eminem can do no wrong. Next up, one album I was looking forward to in 2021, but it hasn't really grown on me much. I mean, I liked a few songs. That'd be the new Escape the Fate album, Chemical Warfare. There it came signed by the band, which I thought was pretty awesome. But other than that, I'm probably not gonna listen to that a whole lot. Next, then we got the new Evil album, Hell Unleashed. Great comeback album, one of the best thrash bands to date. I really would hope they come to the tour in the U.S. once this bullshit pandemic is over. Put that back in here. Oh wait. Oh yeah, it goes right here. Next, then we have Exodus, Shovel-Headed Killing Machine. And this is actually their first album. They had Rob Dukes on vocals. They did a couple albums until, of course, Zetro came back in the band. And this is a pretty good album. Next up, we have the new Gojira album, Fortitude. It's solid, but if you're really wanting to listen to their first 4 albums, just listen to those. Next up, we have this is the only album I needed to finally own everything from them. Then we'll get all their CDs. That'd be Crisian with Apocalyptic Revelation. Now I pretty much own everything from them on CD. Their discography complete. This one is no way. I got the next one I have is from like I said, I got the cassette tape when I thought they did that merch sale at the beer place in Decatur. I got the Monumental Ruined by Malformity on the CD. Yeah, I could just put that right back here. And then I got Motionless in White, The Horror. This was this one I got on Discogs. I think yeah, it's pretty cool to own. I like some of their stuff. They're one band I used to not like, but for some reason they've grown on me. Next up, I got, this was a rare CD I thought I would never own. I posted about this on Metal and Core Collectors and managed to get this for 75 bucks. That'd be Into the Deep by Oceans 8 Alaska. Some really solid metalcore from the UK. And I'm really glad to own this. Like, I heard this was hard to find, but I remember James Harrison, since he now rejoined, he said they were talking about trying to get the rights back to do like a re-release. But it's cool to have this, the original pressing of this, and I would hope that they were to do a vinyl pressing of this, I would own it. And yeah, glad to own it. Next one is another hard to find album, and I never thought I would get this one, and it's from another one of my favorite bands, and that'd be Mate Feed Kill Repeat by Slipknot, and is signed by Clown, I believe Chris and Jim. Man, yeah, I don't know if this is actually the real one or the bootleg one or anything. Here's all the CD code and everything, but yeah, if anybody can tell me about that, just let me know if this is real or fake. Anyway, next one I finally managed to get all of their releases into one swoop. I managed to get the first few on from a guy from Metal and Core Collectors, and I got this one from separately, but yeah, I'm just glad to own all the releases. That'd be the band Traitors. I have everything from them. We have the self-titled Dulled release, which I believe was the first release from this band, which has Alex from Black Tongue doing guest vocals and Luke Griffin of Acrania. Yeah, these kind of dropped. I have to rearrange these. Yeah, let's see. I think next up is the Hate Campaign. And let me put these like that. Then I have Night Terrors, and this song, I love the song Burnout, which features Trevor Sternad from Black Dahlia Murder. It's a sick song. Then I have Mental State, Anger Issues, and their latest release called Repent. So yeah, it's cool to finally own all these releases. And then next up I have is While She Sleeps, their new album, Sleep Society. It's a really good album. And the last one I have is Within Destruction Yokai. It's a interesting album. It's totally different compared to some of their older stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much my music collection update, guys. Managed to get under 40 minutes. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this little video, and I hope to see you all in the next one. And as always, keep it metal.